Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand.
I'd say one of Rochester's favorite news anchors is leaving. Everyone loves Laura Lee.
You can't not love her.
I know. She's so great, but she is leaving ABC6 after 13 years. We talked about that a few weeks ago. Now we know where she's going, though. She is going to Duluth to be the, what's the phrasing?
The lead news anchor?
Thank you. The lead anchor. The main anchor. There we go.
Oh, she got tired of sharing the spotlight with James Wilcox.
She's like, get out of here, James.
Those two were a great team.
Step aside. So she's going to be their main anchor on NBC up in Duluth. So that's really exciting for her. And speaking of ABC6, there's been an announcement for who's going to be replacing Laura. We've seen this person on our TVs before. Robin Wolfram is coming back to the news desk after years away.
Yeah, she was on KTTC forever.
Correct. And then she went and did real estate. She hosted an HGTV show. Then
For
she
real?
was Then she was taking care of her parents in Iowa.
Okay.
And now she's back.
She's been busy.
She's been busy.
And now she's back. When is her first day on TV? Does it say?
Her first day is Monday, May 1st.
All right.
Coming up.
Don't screw it up.
There is a big meteor shower that is going to be peaking over Minnesota and Iowa this weekend. So coming up on Friday and Saturday, you'll be able to see the Lyrid meteor shower.
The Lyrid?
Yes. It's the oldest recorded meteor shower ever.
Okay, what are the dates on this? Friday and Saturday?
This Friday and Saturday is the peak of activity.
All right, let me check the forecast.
Okay.
Friday, mostly cloudy.
Shh.
Boo! Every time.
I know.
Saturday is going to be your best bet, it looks like.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, get like away from city lights, bring a blanket, lay out, and watch the sky for a bit. It'll be kind of cool. And finally, we've got another downtown Rochester restaurant closing. But this one is a big slug.
A big gut punch.
Yes, especially for you and your wife.
It's like our favorite restaurant. We go there for every single special occasion in our life.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to have to find a new place.
Mm-hmm. Pescara is closing. Their last day is Sunday, so it's coming up fast. And I don't know.
I'm not surprised.
Did they say it's because of...
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Okay, they don't say that exactly.
But that's
the
why.
reason being the students moving into that hotel. But they do say the transition of the Doubletree Hotel to student housing has changed the landscape of downtown. So
AKA really screwed us.
Right, yeah. But because they closed brunch...
Right at the same time.
When they announced that was happening...
Yeah, brunch and breakfast, which their breakfast was so good. Yeah.
And so I think we were kind of chatting like, I don't know, this doesn't sound good. And then sure enough.
Hotel restaurant needs hotel guests.
Right.
To stay in business.
Yeah. So Pescara is closing on Sunday. Sunday is their last day.
There is a little tiny silver lining to that story. You can read it right now on the 106.9 KRLC app and get more news, local news on our app as well. This can't be right. So on Spotted in Rochester, there's a post about DoorDash.
Uh-huh.
About how much the drivers make.
Okay.
And it says they're not paid an hourly wage.
I think that's right.
They're paid a flat fee between $2 and $3 per delivery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yep. I am 95% sure that's accurate because I signed up to do DoorDash one time, never actually did it, but I signed up to do it once, and that was... As far as I remember, that was what the deal was that you get like a couple bucks per delivery and then plus the tip, which is why it's important to tip your delivery person.
What do you tip your delivery driver?
It's like 15 or 20%, something like that.
All right. That's what people are debating on this Spotted in Rochester post.
Oh, how much to tip?
Yeah, like what's the appropriate amount?
Or if you should tip, I suppose, is a topic of conversation.
And a lot of people are just telling this person to get a better job.
Okay, forehead.
For a lot of people, DoorDash is just a side hustle.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes, it's in between jobs. Maybe maybe you're looking for something specific and you're doing that while you're waiting for the next thing. I hate when people are like, just get a better job then. Like, really? It's not that easy sometimes.
Or it's a retired person or whatever, Nobody's
right.
making DoorDash a career, I don't think.
Unless you really like it and you're making a lot of money off of it, but you don't hear from those people.
Brenda says she gets paid $12.25 an hour plus tips.
Delivering food?
Yeah.
She says she's a DoorDasher.
She commented on this, said she's a DoorDasher, and she said she makes about $19.25 an hour, working 8 hours a day.
Yeah, how many deliveries is she doing?
That could be, right?
You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's her average. Maybe she's maybe she's working during, like, lunch and dinner hours.
If it is a $3 delivery flat fee,
yeah,
and you're doing 4 an hour,
there you go.
You're making $12 an hour, right?
You're right.
Plus tips.
Right.
Kevin, what do you tip your DoorDash driver?
I usually tip at least 20%, depending on how far away the restaurant is and how much food I'm ordering.
Yeah,
the distance. I didn't think about the distance.
The distance is super important. If you're living in Pine Island and you're ordering from South Rochester, it better be a pretty good tip, right? Because you're not paying for the food. You're paying for the convenience of not having to drive.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely. I can't, honestly, I don't use stuff like DoorDash all that often. And so I can't quite remember how much I do. It's at least 15%. I feel like, especially during like peak COVID times, it was at least 20% because I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Basically. Thank you so much for going to get my food for me.
I just tip 20% across the board for everything.
Yeah, usually I do as well.
Servers, my barber, like everything.
Yes.
20%. Here you go.
I always do 20% unless I'm like picking up an order. If I'm ordering takeout.
It's less?
If I'm ordering takeout and I'm just picking it up, I tip 15%.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So.
That's more than most people. I think most people probably don't tip at all when they pick up.
Right.
All right, tip your DoorDash drivers, please.
Yes, please.
There are certain jobs out there that have reputations.
Yes.
For being dishonest, for taking advantage of people. The shadiest jobs. What are they? You've got the top 5.
I do.
Do not give them to me. I want to guess.
Okay.
So yesterday I guessed car dealer.
Correct.
Like a salesman.
Yep. That is on the list.
Is a politician on the list?
Of course.
Is the media on the list?
No.
What? Can't trust the media?
Can't trust us.
Especially in this town where the clinic tells us what we can and can't do.
Okay.
All right, let's go to our app right now and to our Facebook page. Feel free to chat in your guess. The shadiest job. What is it? Eileen wants to know if it's a banker.
Not kinda.
Okay, what's that mean? Like financial expert? Financial advisor?
Stock trade broker.
Jerry says a mortician. Why would a mortician be? I mean, you would hope not, right?
I wouldn't think so. They're taking care of your dead loved ones. I sure hope not.
How about this? A job that there are a lot of here in town. How about a doctor?
No, that is not.
Doctor is not one of the shadiest jobs. Okay.
No.
We'll get to the top 5 shadiest jobs coming up in about 15 minutes. If you think you know what one is, open our app and chat with us right now. Annette wants to know if one of the shadiest jobs out there is a lawyer.
It is not a lawyer.
For real?
Lawyer is not in the top 5.
Oh, I would have bet a paycheck on that. All right, some more guesses coming in here. How about a repo man?
No.
A bounty hunter? How many of you all know a bounty hunter? Come on.
Also, like, it's another one of those guesses that I'm like, I feel like there's no way they can be shady.
They got to be on the up and up, right?
Yeah, I feel like it, but yeah.
Unless you're the person they're hunting.
I don't know a bounty hunter, so.
OnlyFans. I mean, that's pretty shady.
OnlyFans is weird, but they're not in the top 5.
All right, give us the top 5. Car salesman's on there.
Yes.
What else?
So the top 5 shadiest jobs, number 5, members of Congress.
Politicians, okay.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, stock trade brokers.
All right.
Kind of gave that to you with bankers.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, a real estate agent. That one nobody said. I forgot about that one.
Ooh, there's a lot of those in town. It's very important to get one that you can trust.
Yeah, the number 3 shadiest job is a real estate agent, apparently. Number 2, a car salesperson. And the number 1 shadiest job, a political lobbyist.
What's the one profession that you dread doing business with because you're leery? Like for me, it's not so much car salesman, but car service.
Yes.
Or like any home improvement, because I don't know.
Right.
And they could come in and they'd be like, well, actually, that's $7,000 right there.
I'm so worried that I'll be taken advantage of because I don't know what's going on. And so I wouldn't be able to call them out on their BS. And because I'm a woman. They're like, this little lady doesn't know anything. Ew.
That's how people are, though, right?
Yes,
They're looking
know.
to take advantage, make as much money as possible.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's why second opinions are so important.
True.
Finding a good mechanic, a good
Oh my gosh.
home contractor, that's up there, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think the shadiest job is, other than the ones listed on Carly's list there? Open our app and chat with us right now.
Dunken and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.